Lydia Kinikot, your teacher for today. For today's lesson class, you will learn to discover the different conflict in literature, identify conflict in literature pieces. So let us further explain the meaning of conflict in literature and its category.
So before we proceed on that, are you fond of watching movies like Beauty and the Beast or Lord of the Ring? Or how about reading stories like Florante at Laura or Nole Me Tangere? Do these movies or stories employ conflict?
So let us further explain the meaning of conflict in literature and its category. In literature, a conflict is a literary device characterized by a struggle between two opposing forces. Conflict provides crucial tension in any story and is used to reveal a deeper meaning in a narrative while highlighting characteristics, motivation, values, and weaknesses. Conflict, an important element in the study of stories, novels, plays, movies, and others. Internal conflict. A character struggles with their own opposing desire or belief. Internal conflict happens within them and it drives their development as a character. External conflict sets a character against something or someone beyond their control. External forces stands in a way of characters, motivations, and create a tension as the character tries to reach goals. Including both internal and external conflict is crucial for good stories because life, as always, includes both. This is an internal conflict, meaning that the opposition to a character faces is coming within. This may entail a struggle to discern what the moral or right chooses, or it may also encompass mental health struggles. All other types of conflicts are external, meaning that the character comes up against an outside force that creates a conflict. This is a common type of conflict in which one character's need or wants are at odds with others. A character conflict can be depicted a straightforward first fight or as intricate and nuanced as ongoing struggles for power in the HBO series or Game of Thrones. In nature conflict, a character is set in opposition of nature. This can mean that whether the wilderness or disaster. Pitting characters against phenomena like ghosts, gods, or monster raises the stakes of a conflict by creating an unequal playing field. Supernatural conflict also covers characters like Harry Potter or Odysseus, who have a fate or destiny and struggle to accept the sacrifice that comes along with it. In this case, a character is in conflict with some kinds of technology. This is the hallmark of science fiction, which explores the problems that arise when technology grows beyond its intended use. This external conflict illustrates a character in conflict with technology. At its best, character versus technology conflict raise poignant questions for the characters and readers alike about what is meant to be human and set us apart from machines. A character versus society conflict is an external conflict that occurs in literature when the protagonist is placed in a position with a society, the governments, or a cultural traditions of societal norms of some kinds. Characters may be motivated to take actions against their society by a need to survive, a moral sense of right, and or a desire of happiness, freedom, justice, and love. Most of the time, readers become more interested in a literacy thesis because of the tension in the story. Readers are simply hooked in order to discover which of the character or forces will eventually prevail. Conflict is a necessary element for all stories, whether it is a novel, a short story, a mystery, romance, children's story, because it makes the plot interesting and exciting. A conflict is a literacy piece also reveals opposing belief and truth about life that readers can easily relate to. In actuality, conflict is not always bad and does not have to result in violence or hurt feelings. Conflicts are parts of everyday life and they cannot be avoided. However, whenever a conflict escalates, ends negatively, or resolves and ends peacefully in a literary selection, is entirely based on the choices characters make. The choices made by a character is a story reveals his or her feelings, values, and attitudes. Most often than not, his or her responses to a conflict determines how a situation ends. So guys, I think you have already learned a lot in our discussion. So I will give you an activity and this activity will motivate you. So are you all ready? Let's begin.
I'll be showing you some pictures and then I want you to describe what types of conflict is the picture shows. I will give you 5 minutes in each photo.